Tino, CEO of the US subsidiary of SICK Semiconductors.
I would jump into it directly in terms of what we call our way to operation. Shows you a little bit. Yes, we had the foundation in March last year. We licensed the technologies from IBM in terms of CMOS technology on 130 and 90, as well as microfluidics. We had our announcement just in November, and now we already have the first prototype that we produce on microfluidics. And as we go along, we're going to have to define the toolset. We're going to have a design center on site by March this year, and will be established, and the facility will be done by end of this year, so that we are able to introduce our production and do our technology qualification, which then takes us to the whole year of 2014, so that by 2015, when we would be ready to ramp up production and go into producing products for the Brazilian and worldwide market. Okay? And that gives you, in a nutshell, what we're intending to do. It is the year 2013 where we build, it's the year 2014 where we qualify technology, and the year 2015 when we ramp production and go into the market. Okay. That rounds it up in a nutshell. And that starts with some charts around the market. Okay, you all know these charts, you know. And when you look at the overall market and look at the fabs worldwide, we have approximately 1,000 fabs around the world producing semiconductors. It's a round number, okay? And it is constant for the last 10 to 15 years, you can say. People are dropping in and out, but most of them are in the northern hemisphere and not in the southern hemisphere. And what we're intending to do is that little blinking eye down there in South America, where we try to establish now a real semiconductor operation that does the job from there. Now, looking at the market, what you see is that the overall market is approximately grown by 6% year over year. And there are some exceptions. And one exception is mixed signal. And if you compare that to the others, like memory or logic, the commodity production areas, it's a lot lower. So one part was when we decided in which technology we wanted to invest in Brazil is, we didn't want to go into commodity production. We want to go into highly customized products, which will then require mixed signal, semiconductors, and some hybrids like MEMS, etc. Okay. And if you look at that a little bit further, when you go from the $1 billion that are going to be produced in terms of revenue worldwide, and transform that into what does it take in terms of produced silicon, in terms of billions of square centimeter of silicon, you find out again that mixed signal is sticking out quite a bit. The mixed signal area is growing. Maybe you might remember, especially here in Silicon Valley, some 10, 15 years ago, there was this approach going digital. Everybody was going digital. This area has turned around again. Now, people are investing more and more into very complex products, silicon on chip, you mentioned it before, lab on chip applications, etc., which require very complex products, and therefore also very complex technologies that allows us to produce these things, which is mixed signal and hybrids. Right? So coming from there, and also then asking the question, where is growth? When you really look at growth and you see these kind of numbers, where mixed signal is actually growing in the next years is in the area of 130 and 90 nanometers. Today, the world is producing mixed signal at 180 nanometers, and not below that. Even that you hear the 22 nanometers, etc. That is for memory. That is for commodity production or for Intel in the area of microprocessors, but not for mixed signal applications, industrial applications, etc. So when our fab is going to be ramping up in 2015, The world is demanding tremendous growth in that area, 130 and 90 nanometers in mixed signal, and we will be participating in that with our capacities, and we can grow with the market, and we don't have to steal from somebody else. That means competition is low, and we will have good solutions. From here, this brings us to what we're intending to do in terms of technology. Okay. And as was mentioned before, we have a very good relationship here built up with IBM, where we are licensing 130 and 90 nanometer technologies with really leading edge features. That means we have a very sophisticated features and functions that we can deliver to the market, to our customers, to their benefit. If it is in terms of metal layers, if it is in terms of all kinds of features, including non-volatile RAM, etc., which helps us to provide solutions to our customers and therefore gives us the growth perspectives that we need. Despite that, these are the technologies in the CMOS area. We have launched a very sophisticated program also together with IBM, for example, on microfluidics. And here we have made in the last, you can say, 8 months, very great progress, where we are investing into this area for dielectrophoresis on assays. That goes into the direction of medical devices, where we can steer liquids, where we can control liquids, where we would be able to provide solutions to the market that you haven't seen before. For example, when you go to a doctor today and you do a blood test, usually it's going to be sent to a laboratory, and 3 days later you get your results of your blood test. Now, with these kind of applications that are launching up and that we are developing, these results can be delivered on the doctor's side in less than 15 minutes. And it hasn't been to be sent somewhere else. And that is going to be point-of-care solutions. And when you look at the market worldwide, what we are seeing in healthcare and how much money we are spending for that, there will be a great market and a big market that has to be served that is crying for solutions. Solutions to help to satisfy the health sector and the medical market. When we're coming now to what we're doing in respect to manufacturing, you saw the building before. This is an actual layout of the manufacturing floor. We're talking about 4,400 square meters of clean room production with approximately 200 semiconductor manufacturing tools for the various areas. You have seen them before, and all the companies that we have to deal with to get these equipments to make sure that we can produce 130 and 90 nanometers and these hybrid technologies like microfluidics. Right? When we now go to what we're saying, just producing, but we also said that we're going to do product design. So on the product design sector, we're really doing our designs in areas like DNA sensors. We're going into vital sign monitoring. We're going into DNA biometrics. So you see already our dedication in which direction we are aiming. We are aiming into industrial applications and medical applications, because these will be markets of tremendous growth, as we have seen before, demanding our technologies, which is very, very good for us and will give us the right perspectives and the right, I would say, future for our project. Now, coming to what we're also looking for is the manpower and the employment, and that is something I have mentioned now twice before. So we are right now in the middle of building the team, building up and hiring people. So our search is in the area definitely of business and design, as well as in technology and design enablement, which means technology and engineering, as well as in this whole area. So right now what we're looking for is by the year end of 2013 that we're building a core team. And we need already by the year end of this year more than 100 people, specialists that help us. And they will be recruited only partly in that first initiative from Brazil directly, but more also with experts. And there's also something we're looking forward to you here around in this audience. Maybe there's more than one interested that like to join our team and to go forward with us. And this is what we're looking for, dedicated in terms of skills. In terms of skills, if it is process integration, if it is, sorry, that was too fast. If it is process integration, if it is dedicated skill and technologists in litho, in etching, etc. So we're really looking for the experts that are willing to join our team to build that up. Okay. And that is the invitation that you heard before to everybody and to colleagues that you might have. Pass the word on. We are looking for talents. We're looking for interested people to join our team to build up the semiconductor venture in Brazil.